2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
And that we get to do next year is
Tune in now. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Checking out the Pacers, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against Miami. And, of course, that game going to overtime, a very exciting finish there, but they stayed strong to the end and pulled it off.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. And it's Steele in at the 3. George with the ball. Outside Hill. Turner with a screen on Payton. Offensive rebound. George, no good. Payton outside. Vucevic up top. Here's Steele. Kept alive Orlando. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Goes back up. The shot misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Allen following the bucket by Orlando. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Nate McMillan. And Doris, what do you tell you?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Hill after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Here's George, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Freak. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Vucevic to the pass to Steele. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Freak's got his first 2 points. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Ellis left side. There's the dish to George. Rebound by the Magic. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And this is the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. Turner dishes to George. Now the pass to Ellis. Here's Turner. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Payton outside. Vucevic a screen on Hill. Now here's Freak, defended by George. Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Gordon. Jumper off the screen, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And also, give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Ellis against Oladipo. He kicks to Gordon. Second chance shot, and he gets it to go. 6 points for Vucevic. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. Now here's Johnson. Shot from free throw range. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Ellis down low. He's guarded by Jennings. Ellis, that's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Orlando trailing here. Jennings passes to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Jennings. Fournier in the corner. Pick by Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Here's Steele. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And the first one drops. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Paul George. And both free throws good from Freak.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Ellis dishes to Stuckey. Back to Ellis. They set the pick. To the left wing. Mahinmi kicks to Hill. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Again, the miss by Ellis. The Magic have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Kicks it to Freak. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Johnson and the rejection by Mahimi. Stuckey outside. Jennings against Ellis. Pass to Steele.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And here is Ellis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back in just a moment with this. And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone's. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
Not only the confidence, Greg, but they've been the more aggressive team early on.
Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Hill is out there with C.J. Miles, and it's Hill in at the 3 set. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat provided a nice lift. He picked up 16 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Hill kicks to Hill. Indiana moving it around. Here is Miles. He's covered by Watson. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Again, missing Hill.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And a wide open look for Freak. And the 3 ball is good. Freak's got 12 points in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Sun changes for Indiana. Turner comes in for Jordan Hill. It's a tie game.